This is Help Wanted, the show that makes your work work for you. I'm Jason Pfeiffer, editor-in-chief of Entrepreneur Magazine.
And I'm money expert Nicole Lappin. On Tuesdays, Jason and I answer the helpline and help callers solve their work problems.
And on Thursdays, I give you one way to improve your work and build a career or company you love.
And it starts now.
You are envious of someone. Why? Oh, I don't know. Pick a reason. They make more money than you, accomplish more than you, their career is bigger, their title is cooler, and by comparison, you feel small. You already know that comparison is the thief of joy. It's a great quote, right? I mean, I don't need to tell you that. And anyway, knowing it doesn't help. If it did, you would have just stopped comparing yourself. So, doesn't help. Today, I'm going to give you something that will help, because it'll put this problem in a new perspective. And to start, I'm going to share something that is a little embarrassing. I feel envious of others too. In an earlier part of my career, I wanted to be an editor-in-chief. And when I saw others further along that path, I felt so jealous of their success. And then I achieved my goal, success. And you would think that this would quench the envy, but envy does not work that way. Envy is insatiable. As PJ Vogt said in a recent episode of his podcast, Search Engine, he said, "The desire to succeed can give you what you want while at the same time removing your ability to enjoy it," which is a great line. Totally true. I developed new goals after becoming editor-in-chief of Entrepreneur Magazine. And those goals included to build a personal brand, as they say, and all the opportunities that come with it. And then my envies followed along. They just shifted towards others who do all of that better. I feel ugly and stupid even saying that, but it's true. And yet, here is the thing I really want to share with you. Because of my job, I also get to meet the people I'm envious of. I interview them. I become friends with them. I become friends with their friends. And I have learned something very important about them. There is always more to the story. When we're envious of someone, all we see is their accomplishment, but we don't see what it took to get there or what was lost along the way. So instead of asking ourselves, why don't I have that? We should instead ask ourselves, what does it realistically take to get what they have? And do I want that? Because the answer might be no. This first clicked for me when I was interviewing the celebrity chef David Chang. His Momofuku restaurant group is a smash hit. He had a Netflix show, his cookbooks are bestsellers. In short, he is the envy of many aspiring chefs. But he also has depression and anger management issues, and he said that fueled him in ways that he regrets. He told me, quote, "I was a really bad boss, yelling, screaming, and I'm looking back being like, man, I got there, but were there other ways?" End quote. Now, I don't cook, but I do love public speaking. I've built it into a healthy little business, doing 1 or 2 gigs a month at fees that I'm happy with. But I envy people who have more, of course, more gigs, more money. And yet, when I speak to people who did it full time, they tell me it can be lonely and physically draining, and marriages are destroyed, and important moments with children are missed. That made me think deeper about what I want and what is worth envying. I've met other people whose careers I admired and then learned about the difficult trade-offs that happened along the way. They did things I would not. They treated people in ways I would not. To be clear, not all successful people are secretly unhappy. I've met many wonderful, joyous, generous, successful people. But all success requires sacrifice in some form. I once met someone famous for a drink, for example, and this drink, it was meticulously scheduled from 8:40 to 9 p.m. because this person's night, like every night, was meticulously planned until the wee hours. This person was very kind, and he has many things that I want, and I left thinking, I do not want his life. So here's a question to you. What kind of life do you want? If you want to tackle your envy, then stop thinking about the person you're envious of and start thinking about yourself. And here's how. I just said a second ago, all success requires sacrifice, which is true, but that sentence can be interpreted in many ways. Success is not one thing, for example. We can define success for ourselves. And sacrifice is also not one thing. It just means giving up one thing for the sake of another. So what is success for you? And what are you willing to sacrifice for it? Well, here's a nice way to start answering that question. It's in 3 parts. Part number 1, list the things you love that you have. I mean, what do you love that you already have? What do you love about your life or yourself or your career or whatever? Friends, family, kindness, integrity, time for yourself. Make a nice long list, whatever it is. Now, the next. Number 2, list the things you wish you had, but you don't. Now, these are the things that you envy, right? So anything on that envy list, anything that you see other people have and you envy it. More money, fame, bigger career, a better whatever. Just all of it. Put it all on the list. And now, finally, step 3 here, pick what you will sacrifice. The greatest sacrifices are the ones we choose. So which is it? You cannot have everything from list 1 and 2. List 1, the things you love that you have. List 2, the things you wish you had, but you don't. You cannot have everything from both those lists. If you want more money, for example, you might have to give up some family time. But conversely, if you want more family time, you might have to give up some money. This is what it means to create an intentional life. We can't have everything, but we can certainly have enough. And here's what I found for myself. This does not cure envy, but it gives me a way to process it. Whenever I see someone I'm envious of now, I think about what they've done to achieve their success. What did they sacrifice that I would not? What choices did they make where I'm choosing differently? When you think this way, you create something good, something yours, something you value and control, something that someone else is envious of. Because no matter what you have, it is something that someone else wants. And this, by the way, originated in my newsletter, which is called One Thing Better. It comes out every week, and it always gives you one way to improve your work and build a career or company you love. It's a companion newsletter to Help Wanted, and you can find it by going to the web address onethingbetter.email. Yes, just plug that into a browser, onethingbetter.email. Help Wanted is a production of Money News Network. Help Wanted is hosted by me, Jason Pfeiffer.
And me, Nicole Lappin. Our executive producer is Morgan Lavoie. Do you want some help? Email our helpline at helpwanted@moneynewsnetwork.com for the chance to have some of your questions answered on the show. And follow us on Instagram at Money News and TikTok at Money News Network for exclusive content and to see our beautiful faces. Maybe a little dance.
Oh, I didn't sign up for that.
All right, well, talk to you soon.